So generally, what would happen is the promoter is the one that reaches out to the artists when they're booking them. So promoter will be like, "Yo, what's up? Having this show. How much do you charge?" And then you tell them your price. Then they start crying about there's no money. Or when they're lying,
Yeah.
they are lying.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you now.
They
You
are
can't
lying.
do a show with, first of all, SA acts
Mm.
without being sponsored, without there being money, somebody putting up the money.
Yeah.
So when they say there's no money, they mean we don't want to pay you. Yeah, that's what they actually saying.
Yeah.
So they're gonna negotiate a cheaper price. So let's say you tell them, okay, now I charge 15 bands. Bro, like let's try for 10, whatever. And then you agree on 10, and then you might not even get that money. But yeah, promoter
And they'll get
reaches out
away
to
with
the
it.
artist. Yeah.
In Botswana, they do that.
Yeah. So for example, they'll be like let's just say Homecoming.
Yeah.
Homecoming is in Mahalap. So it'll either be Easy B or somebody he sends to talk to you, yo, get this guy booked or whatever. And a lot of the time, 9 times out of 10, the reason artists are getting exploited is because they're making it easy. There's no contract, there's no service level agreement. It's just fighting over the phone type thing. You know what I mean? And while you can still use WhatsApp or text or whatever written
like
comms as evidence, it's just not professional. So
For sure.
how you're supposed, or how it should run, is that once you've discussed the terms, you send them a contract. If they refuse to sign the contract, you're dealing with a shady promoter off the bat.
Yeah.
If all promoters are gonna try and negotiate your price, not all, but most of them, like if a promoter, if you say your highest price and the promoter accepts that price, more than likely it's gonna be a good show.
Okay.
Because they're not strapped for cash and they're not trying to hustle things and keep costs low and put it together. You know what I mean? Most likely you're gonna get good hospitality and get everything, perform, get your money. So, but yeah, the main thing that makes it easy for promoters to exploit artists is the fact that there's no contractual agreement and artists don't know what recourse they have. Like, how do I then, after this guy screws me over, how do I get my money's worth from this whole escapade?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I've had a situation where I was booked in, I think it was Palape. The guy gave me a deposit, and then when we got there, it rained, and then the show didn't happen, right? But I spent money going there, all that stuff. I had to find my own accommodation, things like that. You know what I mean? So the balance was supposed to
fix
just
that.
reimburse me and fix that, but it didn't happen. You know what I mean? And then I have to make a plan to get back on my own. The nigga stops picking up the calls, all of that. Just,
Classic promoter.
Well,
that's how they do it.
Classic people.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, not just promoters.
For sure.
So, and a promoter will drag you to anywhere, man. There's this Maung, Francis Town, wherever, and then waste your time. You know what I'm saying? So now the whole thing that this is where it gets tricky, I guess. You come, let's say you go to Francis Town and you've been given a deposit, and then here's the thing: if you don't perform, the promoter can say, "But you didn't perform,"
and not pay
you, right? You can also say, "I'm not getting on stage until I get paid." You know what I'm saying?
Tough, yeah.
So
what do you do?
What do you do? And also, like, if there's a contract, it makes it very straightforward, because I prefer to be the one sending the contract because I come with my terms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need a deposit for you to lock in the date, and then I need a balance
before I get on stage.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it so happens that I can't get on stage, I can refund you this much. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the fact that your name as an artist is on that flyer is pushing the show. You get what I mean?
Absolutely.
So you can't take away that value. You can't give them back all the money. Hell no. They advertise the show with your name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And then it boils down to they think they're doing you a favor by having you on the show.
You know what I mean? And then they also feel like, are you the one who's gonna bring the people? But the truth is, at the end of the day, the responsibility of promoting the event is on the promoter,
not you,
not on the artist. In fact, every time, and I hope there are artists out there watching this, when the promoter is crying, please post the flyer on your story, you charge him.
Okay.
You're supposed to charge that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're supposed to pay you for everything that you do in terms of promoting that show. If you post the flyer on your story, there's a price for that. There's a price for an actual post that's not in your story.
Mm-hmm.
There's a price for that. There's a price for a reel and a TikTok. These guys will be like, make a video, tell the people you're coming. You know what I mean?
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, classics.
That thing, they're supposed to pay for that thing. My nigga, $1,000 for a video that's 15 seconds or 30 seconds to say I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? They are supposed to pay for that.
Sense.
It's not the artist's job to promote the show. No, the artist's job is to make music and perform.
At the show.
At the show, that's it.
For sure.
Check. The promotion of the show must be done by the promoter.
Makes sense.
Exactly.
It makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense, bro, because I didn't do this show. It wasn't my show. I didn't make this show. It's your show as the promoter, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you should promote it.
You should promote the fact that I'm on this show. It's like,
yes. You should use this to your advantage and promote this show.
You got me there. Use my thing to promote. I get it.
The aspects where you're the entertainment and you're getting paid, the aspects where you're also being a promoter now and you also need to be compensated
for that.
The same way they're being compensated for it.
Exactly. Louder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So don't, like, these guys play a lot, bro. They play a lot because they know people don't know, you know, especially artists.
Yeah.
And you want to be on the show, right? So, you know, it's kind of like you're down to just help them. But really, it's their responsibility. It's like with the cops, man. Whenever the cops come through and ask you, who did this, you say, nigga, that's your job. Do your job, nigga. Find out.